Everybody knows energy, like that's the base of energy, but do you really know how powerful it is? I sat my parents down. I was like, hey, I know this is kind of scary for y'all, but I feel like photography is calling me, so I know it's a fear, but I live with you guys right now, so can I get 6 months to a year off for the semester, and then see where it goes? And I took off right after that.
Welcome to Inner Pump, where we help driven individuals get the most out of life and build the inner mastery to drive growth, confidence, discipline, and mental fortitude, where overcoming adversity means doing the things you know you should do. Real topics, real people, real business. I'm your host, Ajee. Let's get it. This is Inner Pump.
We live, baby. Hey, welcome to Inner Pump. I got my boy Matt with me. And we got a special freaking guest in the building, baby. We got my boy B.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, Bryson.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
tell him about yourself.
We didn't talk about this, by the way. Look at all of us.
Oh, we're all, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most powerful color there is.
I gotta
Bro,
get that shirt though. We gotta get.
Yeah,
we gotta get the
We'll get you a
brand.
frequency. Yes, sir. We're gonna get you a frequency, man. Yes, sir.
So B, come on, man. Tee him up, bro. Tell him about yourself, bro.
All right, my name Bryson Gamble. Based in Dallas, Texas. I've been shooting since 2015. Right before I graduated high school. Had a clothing brand in high school and making a couple thousand at 16, 17. So I bought the camera for that purpose. And then once I got the camera, people start hiring me for their senior pictures, prom pictures.
Well, hold on, bro. Hold on. I just wanted you to just tell you.
I just wanted you to say it was a story, bro.
No, not the story. I just wanted you to
Oh,
Bryson,
myself.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm from blah blah. Like.
Reset. My name
Wait,
Bryson.
hold on, I got this. There we go.
What up, y'all? It's Bryson G. I'm the Energy King, a.k.a. Mr. Frequency, a.k.a. Mr. Worldwide, and we in here, and we about to get it. In the pump, man. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, I love it, man. So, hey, y'all watching this or y'all listening to this, y'all
Get
know
on YouTube.
Y'all get on YouTube right now. Y'all know this. I got energy for days. Now, this dude laps me in the energy sector. This dude laps me. So you know it's about to be a crazy episode tonight, man.
I like to say I'm tapped into the quantum field, for
Ooh,
real.
Hey, you already taking him there.
If you know, you know.
You know, I know that vibration, man. Well, hold on. Speaking of quantum, let's just get right into it, man.
Come on, let's go.
Let's get right into it. Frequency, energy.
Yeah.
Tell us about it, man.
Frequency. We live around it. We are energy. Our body, our soul is energy. Energy is what creates life, creates vision, creates creativity. We drive off energy. So,
Yes.
as you see on my shirt, I have frequency spelled HZ instead of CY, and that's because Hertz is also energy. So I created my brand Frequency because it reflects me in a way in my business and everything again in life. It's a frequency. So I can take this to a multi-billion-dollar business. There we go. Yes, Lord.
You will.
Yes, sir.
Keep that
Beat with a
energy
beat.
Yeah. So let's roll right into it, man. Let's
Okay.
now we would love for the story part. You know, you
Got
kind of rushed
Wait,
into that a
before.
little bit.
How did you two meet?
Mutual friend, Clyde.
Clyde, it was through Clyde,
At dinner.
huh?
I went
It
to
was
dinner
at
one
Doc's.
day.
I have
Yeah,
this
it
theory.
was
I have
Doc,
this theory that it eventually starts at the gym
It actually
because
wasn't at the gym,
Doc
no.
and Clyde they
Well,
started.
it started at the gym. Yeah, it
And
started
then-
me
yeah,
knowing them.
There we go.
We just have this running joke, bro. I know everybody from the gym, so everybody that comes in
Me,
here, yeah.
Brandon.
My dad.
Hey, but that's all frequencies.
That's right. There we go.
It is.
There we
Yeah.
go.
So go ahead, bro. Let's hear about this
The whole story.
from the story, bro. Not you
Okay.
can just you know what I'm saying, start there and we gonna piggyback off.
Piggyback.
it.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Exactly.
So again, I started in high school. It was my senior year when I bought my mom actually gave me my camera for Christmas because I was doing a clothing brand. I was like, Mama, let me get a camera for Christmas. Take some pictures, and market these clothes because we're doing pretty good, making some money at 16, 17. So got the camera, went to the city of Dallas for the first time ever. Oh, I never really seen skyscrapers or anything like that. So I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. So shot the photos, didn't know what I was doing, but they didn't come out too bad, And then from there, I was like, oh, this is fun. So I started going to the city of Dallas every week. And then my friends, hey, you take my prom pictures, my senior pictures. Oh, okay, cool, man. Making a little money off this. And before I graduated, I was working at AMC with my homie Mav over here. Yeah.
Hey,
So that's where you go way
shout
back.
out, Mav.
Yeah, shout out, Mav.
He in the building. He got great energy. I'll
Yes,
tell you that.
sir.
I can feel it right now.
So they ended up firing me because I gave my little sister an extra ticket. But that was the biggest blessing in disguise because I was like, okay, you fired me, but I'm making some money for photography now, so let's take off with this. Yeah. So graduated and then got into real estate photography and then portraits, and then just start elevating from there.
Bro, let's actually take it back. I want to
Okay.
take this story back because
Perfect.
you said you were going to the city. You didn't know a thing.
Yeah.
Can you tell us that?
Where were you living?
Oh, you're talking about because you didn't see a skyscraper? Yeah, that part too.
Arlington.
Okay.
So I didn't really drive to Dallas
Yeah.
because I had my mom's car that I would drive, and I fed the homeless. Sophomore year, you know, when you go to high school, you have to do the credits.
Service projects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I ended up falling in love with the people there, and I felt a purpose to just go every month. So I started going every month after that. So I saw the skyscraper then when I would drive by it, but I never really got to walk in it. So
But what my question was more so, you said you didn't know anything before you got started.
Yeah.
What made you get started? You know what I'm saying?
With
Because
the camera, or?
no, just in business in general. Because a lot of people listening to this is part business
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And we have this thing called the inner thief, right, bro? And that
Yeah.
like it steals, kills, and destroys. It steals your dreams, kills your impact, and destroys your life.
Yeah.
And a lot of people listening to this right now, they have this amazing idea that they want to take, you know what I'm saying? They want to take it to the next level, but they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But you didn't know what to do. So what
Exactly.
gave you that courage, that confidence to go out there and take a step in there, take a leap of faith? And then
Yeah.
how did you learn as you went through?
So my dad was an entrepreneur as well. So he was in and out of my life, but I still feel like I got that source from him as well. And then in middle school, I was watching TV with my stepbrother, and they were selling RV trucks, making money. I'm like, something just sparked within my brain. I was like, I want to be an entrepreneur when I grow up in the marketing field. I don't know what exactly it's going to be, but I know I want to work in the marketing field. So that's when, fast forward to my junior year of high school, started the clothing brand with my friend Sean. Shout out Sean. He did all the designs and stuff. And then it was all word of mouth with that, making a couple thousand. I'm like, wow, I think this is cool. Like, we're going to take this clothing brand to the next level.
All right. Y'all two had the same
Very
exact thing.
similar story, bro.
Do you know his clothing story?
No, I don't.
Bro, very similar to you, bro.
Really?
That's what gave me confidence
Yeah.
to take it to the next level.
Yes.
It's the same story.
But people don't understand like that little bit. I mean, bro, we didn't make a lot of money. We just
No.
made a few thousand.
Yeah.
But that few thousand showed us we were able to do
do
something.
it at a young age.
And you had support.
Yes.
You had support
The
from the
support
that was
aspect
your
was huge.
story. Like you
Yeah.
had a lot of people pouring in
Yeah.
saying,
I'll support it.
I'm buying you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, for me, I don't want this to be about
No,
me,
no.
but real quick,
Yeah.
I literally texted 200 people. Just a screenshot of the clothing brand I was starting.
Mm.
I was like, hey, buy this shirt for me, please. And Venmo me now. I'm starting a company. Bro, 200
This
people,
shirt
bro.
doesn't exist yet, but
Doesn't
send me money.
exist, bro.
Yeah.
I just sent them a screenshot of like a graphic, and I did it like a cheap one. And they're like, I'll support you.
Cool.
And it was just, yeah, bro. And it was
Yeah.
like, I was like, what the heck? Like, they're just going to support me off this?
Yeah.
So that's how I got started. But yeah, bro,
that's amazing. And then from there, that's when I bought the camera and then fell in love with that. But I tell people this all the time because people always ask me, what'd you do when you got started? How are you making money with photography? I say,
Yes.
you have to enjoy it first. When I was going to the city of Dallas, I was just going to shoot and have fun and learn.
Yeah.
And people were gravitating towards that and wanted to book me because they saw my work and was like, man, you shoot this as well? Like, so
you said something amazing right now. You didn't
Yeah.
say you loved it. You said you enjoyed it.
Yes.
But I feel like a lot of people feel like they have to love something to do it. Was that love for photography always there, or did you enjoy it and then start to love it? You see what I'm saying?
Well, here's a backtrack. My sister, she bought me a little disposable camera when I was 13, 14, and I was so in love with the clouds in the sky, so I would always shoot that. So even better. Oh my God. Look. Actually,
He's
look.
remembering his life story.
Look. Me and my friends, childhood friends, we would I had our phones. We would make YouTube videos, scripts. I'll be the one to script it, write it, choose the characters, and also edit it on AVS Editor, the free version, because the first 5 minutes you got the ad on the thing because I didn't pay for it. But it was always there. But fast forward to 2014, 15, when I finally got the camera, I realized like, wow, it's always been there, but now this is it. This is my calling's always been there, but I finally found it genuinely.
You said people were gravitating towards you.
Yes.
You've always had that, huh?
Yeah, I was a class clown, and I'm a natural energy. I'm a giver.
It's just you, yeah.
Yeah, this is me. I love to give. Yeah. Because I feel like God didn't put us on this earth to be sad and down, you know. we're here to love and be happy. And,
So is the camera a way for you to express yourself?
oh, for sure. That's why I had this tattoo. My perspective of the world. Like, so camera shutter is an eye.
I like that.
So it's
That's
my
cool.
perspective of the world. Yep.
So tell us. So we already got past it. Did you actually love it though? Is the question.
So yes, I
Okay.
did. Yep.
So when you said that you enjoyed it, you actually loved it at that time.
Yeah. When I say enjoy, I meant more of enjoy the process of it.
Oof.
Yep.
I like that.
So
bro.
I enjoyed the process of shooting and learning, but I always loved it. I didn't know that I love photography and video and creating, but it was always been there. Everybody has a gift. You just have to discover that gift.
Oh, let's unpack this.
Okay,
Let's
here we
unpack
go.
this.
Yeah,
there we go.
How to the audience listening out there right now? What advice would you give them to discover their gift?
Oof, that's a tough one right there. Because your gift is always there, but you have to look within those attributes and the skill set that you're great at. Like for me, I knew I was. I realized I was always a creator and a videographer and photographer.
Okay.
But it took some time to discover that through the clothing brand and also me being charismatic. So I had to put all these elements into it to find who I was. So I would say your attributes and skill sets, long story short.
Okay.
Yep.
Attributes and skill sets.
Yep.
What was the name of the clothing brand, bro? If you don't.
So at first it was called Black Society Co. because,
Okay.
like I said earlier, black's the most powerful color because it overtakes any other color. And then we changed it to Black Premium because we produce premium quality clothing. So we changed it to that name. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. So Matt, you got any follow-up? I know you did your homework.
If you guys haven't gone on his Instagram, his website, go. It's like watching a movie. Fortunately, I was on the plane with good Wi-Fi
Okay.
today, and
It was
the
about
whole flight. I'm like,
Oh, dang.
I went to
you
Mykonos
dance
with
when
you.
you-
Dang.
I'm bothering
dancing
people
when you-
around me. No. So how did you get? Is it word of mouth that people started saying, "I'm booking him. This is great."
Yeah.
What were they saying? Phone ringing.
Yep. I would say 90% of my clients till this day it's all word of mouth. I really reached out to people or said, hey, I do photography and video. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. But I feel like the work speaks for itself and who you are speaks for itself. So,
Do you think they're buying more into you?
yes. Both.
Yeah. Because you're in a different field.
Well,
to where
the
it's
work
like,
the work
yeah,
still has to be really good.
Yeah,
but the,
that's what I'm
the
saying.
attracting
Not
the
necessarily.
opportunity is you.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. What you mean? What you mean? Not necessarily.
Hey, everybody out here, everybody out here ain't good, but still, regardless, if you have a great personality, people want to be around.
They
that.
want
Because
to
they
What are we
support
talking
you.
about? Energy and pace
Yeah,
can
exactly.
basically overshadow and overrule ability. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
have those two things, you
Yeah.
don't actually have to be that good.
Because look, even I wasn't the greatest when I first started. I look back on some of my work, I'm like, y'all booked me for that. What? But they believed in you
yeah.
because
Gave
of
you
who
an
you are.
opportunity
They
because
gave me the
of that.
opportunity, exactly. So I would say that's the number one thing is having that charisma for sure.
Number one thing is charisma.
Yeah.
Let's go deeper into that.
Go deep into charisma.
Yeah. Let's go deeper into that. Unpack it.
Being original, who you are, knowing what you want to do and what your goals are. If you like me, for example, I'm funny, outgoing, extroverted.
funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very extroverted. I'm fun when I'm on sets. I get the job done, but I still know when to have fun because I genuinely enjoy what I'm doing. So that's why I would say being charismatic is number one for sure.
What's some of the biggest sets you were on? If you're allowed to discuss.
Yeah, of course. Number one that comes to my mind first is NASA. We were the first commercial plane to land on the Johnson Space Shuttle Facility in Florida. Cape Canaveral, yeah. We were the first commercial plane, and that plane even looped back up, landed and went back up for us again to get B-roll. And gas ain't cheap.
Not on a plane.
No. So for them to do that, I'm like, man, this is an amazing feeling. Like,
Man.
they doing it just for me. Like,
How old were you when that took place?
I was 20.
You were the youngest dude on set, right?
Oh,
I
for
was.
sure.
I oversaw the set. Yeah. Yeah.
20 years old.
Yeah.
So how did that opportunity come?
Microsoft. So.
He just throws it in. Yeah,
Yeah.
Microsoft.
Well, no, this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
gonna
Because
be good. He's gonna get there.
Microsoft collabed with NASA.
It's a crazy collab.
what's the program called with the kids? STEM for STEM.
Yes,
For STEM,
yes.
yes. So that's how I got that opportunity with NASA. But the opportunity with Microsoft, I had a lady named Ajee, and she's an event planner, and I work with. You see where I'm going? It's networking.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Ajee, she worked with this guy named Robert Collier, who was a mentor for me, and he hosted entrepreneurs dinners, and she did those events for him. She planned the events. So I met her, and she works with Microsoft. So she called me one day, say, "Hey, I see you do events. I see you all the time with Robert Collier. Can you shoot a Microsoft Christmas party?" I was like, "Yeah." Mind you, I'm 19 too. I'm like, Microsoft, let's go. So once I got there, I met the Microsoft director, Ramil Mitchell, and then me and him connected, and then he started booking me for different things, and just one thing led to another.
So you're a super confident externally individual, because we can feel that.
Yeah.
But when you got asked some of those early opportunities, in the back of your mind, were you saying, I'm not ready for this? I'm talking even like prom pictures, senior pictures. And did you had to be a little bit uncomfortable to say, I'm going to do this, but I've got to do it.
Of course, there was of course a lot of moments when you start out, you're like,
I'm kind of young. Yeah.
Well, not necessarily young, but like, how does this light supposed to go? He's got a lot of shadow on the face. I'm gonna fix this. So more just kind of technical issues, but age, no, not really. Because I love when I was young and successful, because people looked up to that and was like a source of inspiration. I was been a source of inspiration to others.
Yep.
And I'm a giver, so I'm like, let me just keep being that example that if I can do it, there's no reason you can't do it either. So. Yeah.
Come on, bro. I love that. That's a big thing for us at Inner Pump, man. Is just that we want to give people, the motivation to stay disciplined, or the motivation to do whatever they want to do, to go take action on their dreams.
Yeah.
Well, I brought it up because there's a lot of people listening right now that would have said no to taking pictures of other people.
You think so?
Yes.
Hey, but that's
simple because they were uncomfortable. I'm not a photographer yet.
Yeah. That's the only way you're gonna grow, though, is being uncomfortable.
He didn't get a NASA opportunity from senior pictures. But it
built.
It all built, and you can't skip steps, but you have to be willing,
of course,
to do it.
But were you prepared though when your name was called?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I went through trial and error. I had clients that were disappointed in some of the content that I produced. Had some content that loved it, but that's the only way you're gonna elevate, if you're comfortable being uncomfortable.
Come on.
There it is.
Come on.
That's what I wanted to pull out.
Yeah. That was. You mentioned about networking.
Yeah.
And you love networking.
Yeah.
Do you think networking got you to where you are today? Well,
Absolutely.
network. I mean, a mix of
That
other
was a
things,
vehicle.
but it was one of the main drivers to get you to where you are today.
100%. Any business is networking.
Come on.
It don't matter what it is. Even if you trading, it's still networking, because you gotta meet people and learn. So yeah, that's the number one. I said charisma was number one, but
Yeah, I was saying,
all right, number two,
One
number
A,
two,
1A, 1B.
1A, 1B.
There we go.
Okay, so
There we go.
1 and 2, networking and charisma.
Yes, for sure.
How could one?
Because charisma goes into
Yeah,
networking.
that's how you're good at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Facts. So do you think that's a skill for you, or do you think it was?
I did my Enneagram. That's me.
Enneagram.
Yeah.
Wait, are you familiar with this? I'm about to say,
No, I've done 23 and
Hey,
me.
I don't know what
Didn't tell me
this
that.
is.
if you know, you know.
Ancestry.com on steroids.
Yeah, audience, wait, hold on. If you know what Enneagram is, please put it in the comments. Like, dude, is this a thing? What is an
my
Enneagram,
number?
bro?
My number one was number 8.
What's an Enneagram?
So Enneagram, I don't know the real definition of it, but Enneagram is basically a number 1 through 9, and each thing is like the achiever, the individuality person, like different things.
Okay.
And number 8 was my number 1, which is the go getter.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, we know that.
Yeah. So
We know you're a go-getter. Or else you wouldn't be on this podcast.
straight up. But wait, what was the question?
I think it was about networking, and then was it?
Well, he was saying,
Oh,
were you
me?
born with that?
Yeah, born.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, for sure. Because I've always been extroverted. Even in my childhood days, I'll be the one that would make, hey, we going outside this day to ride the bikes, and after that, we gonna play hide and go seek, and then. So I was always the leader of the group, generally. Yo. So it's always been there for me to be an extrovert, and I was a class clown. Big class clown.
Do you think that helped you though?
Oh yeah, shout out to me being a class clown. Shout out to all the teachers that said I wasn't gonna be done either.
Bro, let's step on that.
Come on.
What was the worst thing? What was the worst thing a teacher told you?
Man, I remember her name. Should I say her?
Say it, bro. Say it. We're not gonna get sued. I hope.
Miss Perry.
What'd she say?
I remember. I think it was 5th grade. She told me I wasn't gonna be nothing.
And you use that as fuel?
Yo, I said I bet. Say less.
I bet wasn't even a term back then. And he said it 5th grade.
Whatever
Fifth grade,
I
he said it. He started that.
Yeah, exactly.
He said I bet.
But no, that fueled me. It was like, that's what you think? Just because I'm, the class clown and want to be the entertainer, that I ain't gonna be nothing.
Yeah.
Dang.
But then you're getting at a bigger point, man. It's just this school setting that we have. Go into the class, sit down, be quiet. It's like, well, not everybody's like that.
And I had ADHD. One of my teachers, like I was always bouncy and wanted to stand up when I was a kid, but I had this one teacher, love you, Miss Poole, to this day. She was the only teacher that understood who I was. So she would let me stand up, and I used to write with my left hand. But
Are you lefty?
I can eat with my lefty, but I can't write anymore because the teachers maybe changed it. But Miss Poole was the one that said, let him use his left hand if he want to. So
that's crazy because you're tapping a different side of the brain when you're writing with your left.
See, I could have been probably even more elevated than I am now. See them teachers holding me back, man. They supposed to But yeah. So short answer, I always been.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanna change this around real quick.
Let's go.
Because I see you doing another venture. And it's these event plannings that you do.
Event plans.
Yeah.
You mean like my travel trips?
Yes,
Oh.
that's an event to me, man. Hey,
No.
that's old.
I call them toxic trips. But look, it's contrary of toxic because it's a great time. But social media will make it seem like they just. Yeah.
What made you? I see you have a fond appreciation of traveling, experiencing the world, man. What made you want to just bring others with you and to experience that?
Man, because it's a lot of answers for this, but
come on,
we
got time. Well, I don't know if we have too much time.
It's the I like to say it's the greatest teacher of life because you're so traveling. Yes, traveling is the greatest teacher of life because you experience different cultures, how people come up, how people are raised. You get to see different things. You get to learn different languages. You get to see how different cultures. So perspective. So for me to be able to bring my friends along with that and experience that with them is the most beautiful feeling. Because it's fun. I travel solo a lot, but it's fun to experience it with friends because it's just an energy exchange, and it's their first time too, or I get to see them for the first time and I see their reactions like, dang, I playing this and they loving it. Like, that feel good. Yeah,
there's a theme for you, like dating back to when you were a kid, is the fulfillment aspect.
Exactly. Yes.
And that's always been, you were going to work so hard so that you can get that fulfillment and bring others up with you.
Exactly. And that's the whole purpose of life, is to bring others up with you.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
Well, that's our purpose is to serve others. Yep.
Is that your statement, your mission statement? If you had to have one for yourself, for B, your purpose would be to serve others.
Yes,
man.
Our purpose is to serve others.
I'm gonna write that down, bro. Boy, this boy got me writing notes for days, man.
I'm on note duty next time.
I know. Go on, man.
So you said your dad was an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
He did a lot of he was a jack of all trades type guy. Yeah. But he was in and out of my life. I didn't really like him because he was so strict when he was young.
Do you appreciate it now though that he was so strict?
Yeah, but I appreciate my mom more than anything because she raised me and my two sisters and my stepbrother and my stepdad too. So shout out to them both because if
you had to say anything to your mom, let's
Mama, I love you, girl. That's my dog, man. That's my day one.
There we go.
Yeah. We need to talk about her more than him though.
This to mom.
Yeah. Because my mom was really the one that was that
holding it down for you.
Yeah, holding it down and made me who I am today. Oof. And my stepdad too. I mean, shout out to all my parents, of course, but special shout out to Mama, my dog. She know the vibes though. She know the vibes. Yeah.
So let's go back to these trips, man. So when you're out there, what about it that just that makes you so fulfilled? Mm-hmm. Like, is there just something that when you're out there, you're just I need this. You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole new look, pretty much.
Are they paid? Are they paid trips, or are you going to get content that then you sell?
So this is how I work generally. A client will usually book me out for, say, for example, Italy. I went to go shoot a wedding in Italy. They paid for my trip.
Yeah.
They paid me as well.
Right.
But I'm not taking a 15-hour flight just to go to Italy.
You're gonna capture a bunch of other stuff.
I'm traveling to Germany, London. I'm going everywhere. I'm taking advantage of being on the side of the country. So generally, it starts with work, and then I'll travel. But those group trips that I plan, those are vacations for the most part. Yep.
Okay.
But hey, I like to say every day a vacation because I'm doing what I love.
Come on.
Yep.
I love it, baby. Is there? Well, yes. Actually, let's go right into energy aspect because that's what I really want to get into with you, bro. Because you are Mr. Energy, bro. Mr. Frequency.
Oh, Mr. Frequency, yes sir.
What was the book that changed your life?
Shout out to my guy Ajee.
See, I plug myself.
Jeez, man. At least like get into it a little more creatively and be like, is there a book? You said tell me about the book.
I know the book.
but honestly, this book changed my life because it was during COVID when I read it.
Yes.
And it was my first relationship. During COVID, business dropped dramatically. Mm-hmm. I'm used to traveling the world, now I'm stuck in the 900 square foot high rise. Can't go nowhere. So I read that book and it just changed my life.
What was the name of the book?
Yeah. What's the book?
Sorry. The book is called Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. Joe Dispenza is the man. You don't have to necessarily read the book. You can go look at these videos, but I personally like reading because I feel like it makes you more focused more.
Yes,
pretty much.
I agree.
You don't get distracted. You really zone out. But that book changed my life because everybody obviously knows about energy, but you only can know about energy people may know the base of energy, right? Mm-hmm. You read that book, it'll really break it down to you from every different aspect of energy.
Wow. Well, I know this because
you know this. Yeah.
I haven't read it.
Yeah, but it's amazing. Like I said, again, everybody knows energy. Like that's the base of energy, but do you really know how powerful it is and how much inner power you have within yourself?
I love it because they always say that frequency is information and information travels.
Yes.
And if you guys don't believe me, think about this. Think about a radio, right?
Yep.
Back in the day, FM radio, AM radio, how was that tuned into your car? Through frequency, through hertz. And that same thing happens with us with energy.
Yep.
Right? And the most satisfying energy is bliss.
Yes.
And that just radiates so much, man. So I feel like you figured a way to tap into that even more.
So again, I say thank you for putting me on that book because it changed my perspective. I definitely unlocked so much more percentage of my brain.
I saw you were reading it like in a different country, or you were like maybe you were in the States, but you were like at a mountain, a waterfall, like you were reading it.
So no, that was the Law of Attraction book.
Oh, that was Law of Attraction,
and that was in Utah.
That was crazy, bro.
My client, shout out to Brandon Stevens. That's actually my client that was my first big client that actually took off. But he was like, "Hey, come to Utah. I'm going up there for a corporate escape."
Okay.
I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I took my book and I read Law of Attraction with the mountains and the waterfalls. Your boy getting aligned. I was really tapping in, man.
And to our listeners out there, man, that are Christian, Catholic, just understand that I'm a Christian. Yes. And I still believe in the universe. I still believe in energy. I mean, there's certain things you cannot refute.
You got to think about it too. Nobody know what God look like. Mm-hmm. God is energy. Mm-hmm. I know Kanye sounded crazy when he said this. He is not God, but God is within us.
Yeah, well, that's biblical.
Yes,
that's biblical, bro. So so all you guys are out there trying to comment like, "Oh, this guy's an energy freak." No, like listen.
Hey, I go to church. I'm in that word, but also with the word too. You can transfer. Pretty much, the word is talking about energy and frequencies too. It's just a story.
I just read The Power of Your Subconscious Mind.
Me too. I just finished that.
Are you serious?
Tough.
Oh no, wait, look at this.
Tough.
Okay, yes, he references biblical scriptures, verses,
literally
all day.
Yes,
into your subconscious. It's insane. But like that's another thing we're tapping into. We're tapping into our subconscious.
Yes,
and we're
go. The Bible is it's telling stories, right?
Yeah,
and that's also energy talk. Just like when I'm telling my story now, that's energy talk. So it's the same thing. So I'm a Christian. It don't matter if you, but look, this is also the thing. It don't matter if you Buddhist, Christian, it's Muslim,
yeah,
atheist. It's all energy at the end of the day. It all connects to the one source. Oh, it's gonna go with some of their head.
We getting deep. Yeah.
Give me a beat for that,
man. Man, so with energy frequency, let's get into your brand now, bro.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So my brand is Frequency. The name came about in 2021. That was just the name, and I was like, the way I got the crazy part is the way I got the name. I was like, dang, I need a name for my brand.
Okay.
Driving one day, and I don't never listen to the radio. You listen to Bluetooth.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, you listen to the radio still?
But no, I happened to be on the radio, and they said frequency, and it just hit me out of nowhere. I'm like, wow, I can just take CY and make HZ, and it's frequency.
I was gonna ask you, how did you come up with that part? Was it immediate? You were just like right.
So it wasn't immediate.
That's like a whiteboard.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a whiteboard.
that was
Whiteboard and
You gotta
research
see it,
because I had
yeah.
to make sure different names. I was like, HZ, it's also hurt. So what if I just combine the two? I'm like, this is dope.
Yeah.
But fast forward now, I made it public this year finally.
Okay.
And
Amen.
frequency is a representative of everything, pretty much. So right now I'm starting off with production, garments, which is clothing. This is gonna drop in the fall, and then
Y'all seen it here first.
yes sir. And then also
cool.
travel, and then next year I'll get into studio spaces.
What's the big vision for Frequency?
So frequencies, for example, LVMH. LVMH owns Sephora, Louis Vuitton, all these different aspects of brands. So pretty much where frequency is going to be is one big umbrella as well, but there's different aspects of it. You got travel, studio, production, garments. Eventually, we'll get into talking about frequencies and learning, master classes. So it's literally infinite possibilities. And that's why my sub logo is an infinite sign with a frequency in it, because there's infinite possibilities of what frequency can be. Frequency can be a food store with healthy food, because you need healthy food to align your frequencies.
I agree.
So,
I agree. We go all day on that one on this podcast.
Literally, but I love the brand name because it's infinite possibilities, and that's also what my brand represents. So, yeah.
You got anything to backdoor, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk a lot about in business, you don't want to do too much too fast.
Of course.
Because you don't want to, basically, if you dilute your focus, you dilute your results.
Exactly.
And so the big picture's massively important.
Yeah.
But it sounds like photography, travel, that's going to solidify the brand in the
Exactly.
marketplace so that you can
Exactly. So
go into some of the other aspects.
and the clothing brand, honestly, because frequency also represents me, because a lot of people love just my energy and being around me.
Yes.
But I want the brand to be not just a bit bigger than me. Frequency for everybody, but specifically the clothing brand, what I'm so excited about, because I had it in high school.
Right.
So my friends that helped me in high school, Sean.
The same guys, right?
I'm bringing same guys back.
That's
We'll get it
love.
going. And my boy Mav been drippy lately, so
Hey, I want to say, man.
we
Hey,
gonna-
man,
we
get
gonna
in here, bro.
have
Hold on.
Mav in the
We need
frame,
Mav in
man.
here, bro.
Come show him the fit, man.
Mav is ready.
He got-
This is Interpub exclusive. Hey,
He put his shades on, man. Come on, man. Get
check
in
the
here.
drip. You gotta get low on, man. You gotta get low. Hey, check the drip,
Yes,
man.
sir, man. My guy
Yeah,
right here.
Mr. Tupo.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Kevin Gates, I see you. Oh, man, bro.
But I feel like it's just a revolving circle pretty much, because I'm tapping in back into the clothing brand and everything, and I'm bringing my friends along with me.
That is huge.
And I also can bring other people along with me as the brand develops, because it's going to be a community-based thing. So,
Bro, how did you get your how old?
26 June 20th coming soon.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
26 years old, bro.
About to be 26, yep.
How did you get this thought process and these visions, and you know what I'm saying, like who you want to become, bro? This is
Couple different answers for that. The circle I've been around. When I started out my career, I've been around a lot of people older than me that gave great advice, because again, I was 18, 19 when I started. So give me business advice and just paying attention to that. Also reading and expanding my mindset and not overthinking things. You know, a lot of people, fear can manipulate you, but you have to look at fear as your best friend.
wait, hold on, because this is
Everybody can relate to this. Keep going.
bro. Yes, this is we call this your inner thief.
Yes.
So let's go deeper into that inner thief. What were some things what was your inner thief at the time? You know, just from starting to now.
Yeah.
What were some things that try to, you know, that voice inside you that told you, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you're too young.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dreaming too big. Why are you?
Yeah.
What are some things you had to deal with from a young age till now?
A lot of my family, you know, or a lot of people in general, are traditional to the gotta go to college and then go to get a degree, then you can figure it out. But I sat my parents down. I was like, hey, I know this is kind of scary for y'all, because you know, y'all went to college and stuff like that as well. But I feel like photography is calling me. So I know it's a fear, but I live with you guys right now. So can I get 6 months to a year off for the semester and then see where it goes? And I took off right after that. But of course, income wasn't guaranteed because I'm freelance. So of course there's that fear. Dang, what's next? What's next? What's next?
Well, then COVID.
Yeah, I literally have it right here. How did you thrive through COVID, bro?
Shout out to my old client Jessie Lee. She's a beast. She does network marketing, and during that time during COVID, I had a retainer with her. So I was doing monthly shoots with her, and we were just killing it during that time. Yep.
Really?
So I would say, short story short for that, she was the main reason how I survived through COVID for sure. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Awesome. When
but
COVID,
that's everything in life.
A relationship.
Yeah, relationship, and everything in life happens for a reason. So she revolved in my life for that reason.
oh, so you weren't using her before COVID. You weren't on that retainer before COVID.
No, so we talked about it, and then we started working right before COVID. And then when COVID happened, I actually moved in with her too, because I was working with her so much, and she had a big house living by herself. So I'm about to move in, my lease up. Let me save some money.
yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, what?
everybody serves a purpose in your life, and I feel like that was her purpose for me. And
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
for sure.
If you could tell her one thing right now, what would you say?
I know we had our ups and downs, but I still love you, Jessie Lee, my dog.
Amen to that. Amen.
Cause I'm not a person. We had a big fallout, but I'm not a person to hold grudges ever against anybody because that's just gonna hold you back. So
Come on, get into that, bro. Because I feel like a lot of people, when someone does them wrong or you do some, whatever it is,
yeah,
when you butt heads and you keep that negative energy inside of you,
yeah,
and you keep that, that hate, whatever it is, against somebody else, we don't understand, but we're actually blocking ourselves.
you blocking your chakras.
Hold on. Hey, this boy over here, he enlightened us in this episode today. But get into that, man. How do you, what's your process of when someone does you wrong, or something falls out? How do you forgive and let go?
Yeah. So my biggest answer to that is you can forgive someone, and then you can also love them from a distance. Like you just release that energy from them. So one thing for me, it talk about in the Bible and then also in the books that you read that holding on to those grudges will get you nowhere. If anything, you're just gonna go back downhill and keep going downhill because you're thinking about that thing, and you're not allowing new energy into your life to recharge and gravitate to what you really want because you stuck in the now. In the present instead of the quantum field of infinite possibilities.
This man here, hey, that's like, what the hell is this? What did Ajee sign me up for today? Matt ain't used to this. Hey, I'm tapped in.
Should I take the vocab down a little bit?
No,
Okay.
please keep it there, bro.
Okay.
I love it, bro.
Man, let them do their research, figure out what I'm talking about,
exactly,
man. For sure.
No, but this is funny because a guy that we both listen to, Andy Frisella, he talks about this all the time, and this is the same framework. Is that when you see other people, your competitors, balling and doing well, don't hate on those competitors.
No.
Because all you're doing is you're blocking your own blessings.
Lessons, yeah.
And do you have that same approach to, like, say, other photographers, videographers, someone in your same field is killing it? How do you perceive that?
I love it. I love it so much. You can ask all the photographers. When I see them doing good and eating, I say, keep it going, bro. Like, I love that for you. Because when I started out, I had people that was like, man, you're such an inspiration. I love your work. I look up to you. I'm like, you look up to me? I just started 2 months ago. But no, never. Because there's so much work for everybody out here. So what's there to hate for? How many people in the world? A couple billion?
right?
Man, it's work for everybody, man. We all gonna eat out here one way or another. So let's build each other up and motivate each other because that's what God put us on this earth for, to love each other, man. So yeah. No hate around here
awesome.
ever.
Matt, what's another one of your questions that you had lined up?
I was wondering, what's the biggest misconception about your job from people that see Instagram? No, for real.
Nah, I got the answer for this one.
Yeah. Like, what do people not see that they have no clue about?
That wasn't my answer originally.
Misconception.
No, go misconception first.
The first misconception is I hang around a lot of beautiful girls, like best friends, and people just think I'm just having sex with all of them. Like, huge misconception. But I'm like, no. Women are my inspiration, of course, a source of inspiration. So I want to be around beautiful women, but I ain't out here going left and right smashing these girls. Like, I genuinely just love being around them. And that's why I'm around them, because they comfortable with me.
Yeah.
it's a lot of weird people out here. So
Yeah.
I would say that's the number one misconception.
Do people just DM you like, why are you blah? All right, how do you know that that's the
that's the
premise?
A lot of his content has those women featured in it.
Yeah, but I know, but
So
I'm
they
saying,
just crosswalk it.
How do you know that people come up to that conclusion?
Oh, they say it.
Oh, okay, that's what I was getting.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go too deep into what they be saying, but yeah, they be like, "Oh, I see you, big bro." Huh? Like, bro, that's my dog. Like, we just chilling on it, but.
I mean, if you go watch his stories or go watch his reels, hey, they get lit. They get lit. I'll tell you that.
But I can see why that can be a misconception, of course.
Totally.
Yeah, because it's rare, not rare, but you don't see a lot of men just hanging around beautiful women 24/7 all day, and for them not to assume they're not doing anything. So.
Exactly.
So I can understand that for sure, because that's just nature. But
what's the biggest misconception about you that people have?
Oh. Man, I don't know. What you think, man? Busy bee. Great, I got the answer. They just think I'm the hypest energy dude all day, every day. No, I gotta recharge myself. When I'm at home, man, sometimes I don't listen to no music. It's just quiet, and I just sit there, or I'm editing in with no music. Like I gotta recharge too. When I go out, dance, Bryson, dance. My little sister like to say, Bryson, you the circus clown. Because people expect me to just be this energy guy all day.
Bro, what do
every
you
day.
See,
mean?
that's so important for people to hear, though.
Yes.
Actually,
Yeah.
because everybody has to recharge. Everybody
Yeah.
has to be alone. Like
Even
I'm,
Bryson.
I'm extremely extroverted, but
Yeah.
I need Sunday
Yes.
to
yes.
get myself together.
Yeah.
Even though
I
we
need-
typically record on Sundays.
This is not, but this is different.
This is
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
no, we're
this,
getting
you
recharged
know?
from you, bro, because I really appreciate this. Man.
Yeah, so I would just say that people just expecting me on 10 always. Because that's, again, social media can be misconception because that's all you see me
Right.
dancing on mountains and
Bro, I
on
literally,
boats and stuff. So
I got the video from you. I got a video from this guy. He sent me a video. He's on top of a roof. Guys, I kid you not. This man is on top of a roof at a club going crazy.
don't bring that up because that's how I lost the client.
Oh, that's a client.
We end up moving past it.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'm sorry, client. I'm sorry, bro.
That's funny you brought that up though. You remember that and everything.
Bro, 'cause I'm just lit
All
up
the
like, I'm like,
content
hey,
you have,
hey,
he brings up the
hey.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, you got anything to tee up, Matt?
No, I just think that I think you know it, but it's you that your clients are buying.
Yeah.
It's the energy, and I want people that are listening to understand how impactful that is.
Yeah.
Because that you don't have to be just not photographers that are going to be impacted by this or videographers. It's
Yeah.
people listening saying, I could be talking to clients and I could be a banker.
Exactly.
But if I can actually control my energy, I just need to be thoughtful about that and how people perceive that. When somebody sees your name and you're calling them, they're feeling that.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are people feeling when you call them?
Oof.
You can
Exactly.
control that. And that's going to elevate your career
the
in
next level.
whatever profession you're in.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm noticing just being around you is you're pulling people in.
Yeah.
And that's
But the crazy thing is that he's a giver.
Yeah.
But like we don't understand that your energy is so amazing and it's just so vibrational and it's out of level 10. It's just like people want to be around that.
Yeah, and that's something that it's hard for me to see for myself.
right.
Like I say that all the time. Like, what, you feel this way about me? Like, I'm just being myself, and that's what I'm just used to. But people just be like, man, it's just something about you. When I'm just around you, I just feel comfortable. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I love that. I honestly wish I can feel my energy for a day and how people feel. Honestly,
Bro, it's
because I don't know it. Like,
bro, I mean just not even being around you, just you guys listening to this, just go on his Instagram. How could they find you?
Bryson G _, not Bryce Song. BRYSONG _.
Bryson G _.
Yeah.
Man, just watching those reels, bro. It's just like when I watch you get loose, bro. I'm like, hey, like, bro, you bring that out of me, man.
contagious.
So, yeah, it is contagious, bro.
Yeah.
And your energy is contagious, man. And I hope that the people that are listening to this, watching this, have that contagious energy feeling as well, man.
For sure.
because
I
this
hope
is-
so. Yeah.
That's what you do, bro.
Cause I'm just going with the flow right now, man.
Well, shoot, Bryson.
It doesn't sound like you're going with the flow. You have big plans, a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
bro.
going on.
Go with
The flow
man.
happens, but
I'm over here
you-
writing
this-
notes for days. I can't even keep up.
Yeah, you're
The
a
flow
planner.
is flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Last thing, bro. If you could leave the audience with one gift, one wisdom, one challenge that you overcame,
Yeah.
what would it be? I know I did 3 different things, but just whatever hit in your mind when I'm talking right now, what would it be?
My biggest quote is, our biggest gift in life is our breath. Like, I know we have a lot when we wake up on our mind. There's a lot going on in life. Life is fast, but we have to remember we alive and we breathing. And the reason I say our biggest gift in life is breath, because I go to Africa every year and work with a nonprofit in Uganda.
Oh, wow.
And those kids, even though they don't have really nothing, they the most beautiful souls ever. They just happy to be alive and breathing. They want to dance with me and feel my energy. That's their gift. It's my energy and their breath. So that's what I'm gonna leave them with on that one, man.
Bro, this whole episode has been powerful.
Yeah.
Super impactful.
How do we go to sleep now?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man.
Hey, I think y'all may have to go hit the gym now.
Hey,
Get a little
the people
pump in.
listening, they might hit some steps like, okay, B, okay.
The treadmill's on 12.0, 13.0.
Man, B, thank you so much for blessing us with your presence, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching Inner Pump. Hope you guys got some amazing out of this, because I know I did.
was cool.
I hope so.
We out, baby. Inner Pump. Peace.
Yes, Lord.
I never mess up the commas. You know I put that on my mom. Well, that's all we got for this episode of Inner Pump. One thing that would really help both of us and other new potential listeners is for you to rate this show and leave a comment on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you tune in to listen. Also, make sure to check us out at innerpump.com on social media. And if you enjoyed this episode and received anything of value, please share this podcast with anyone you think might enjoy it. Until next time, we out, baby. Inner Pump. Peace.